Oh wow.
Hello.
Right. Oh wow. So DJU, shouts out to him. Yeah. Had the guy named Big Mike, yeah, right here, who is actually Wooski brother, right here. Yeah. Yeah. So let me just get into it. So Big Mike is Wooski brother. Wooski was actually, part of the Oblock, but never was cool with him. He had some cousins on 63rd and chose that side. But Big Mike, who is Wooski's older brother, is actually King Von, was King Von homie. They did a lot of dirt together. Yeah, they ain't alleged because they said it. Yeah, that way. And King Von gone. But yeah. And it was kind of awkward relationship with O Block because Big Mike is from O Block and yeah, and O Block trying to kill Wooski. You know what I'm saying? So, but he claims it happened when it really got really intense with Wooski and the old block, and King Vaughn and them, he was locked up for actually a situation that happened with him and King Vaughn. So now he's free. Everybody thought he had 28 years. No, he don't. No, he don't, because it was some technicalities. Now he actually told him King Vaughn. He admits that. I'm gonna show you a few clips of that. King Vaughn made a song about him as well. Yeah, speaking on him. So he's going to address that, and he's going to address that. Yeah, Wooski his brother, so of course, Wooski over all them ninjas. But they say Big Mike was vicious out there. Even Trench's News was basically like, look, when he come home, they talking about he a snitch. Oh yeah. I bet you they won't do nothing to that man. And he's standing on that. He said he's gonna be a cool guy until he get off parole. So a lot of people like, until he get off parole, so he going back in the streets so he can tell again. But yes, a lot of things going on. So with this guy here, Big Mike, um, yeah, he admits he basically saying the police tricked him. You know what I'm saying? Something like Gunner, like, yeah, they tricked him. So basically they wasn't supposed to keep coming in there pressuring him to talk. That's how he got out the situation again. But he did actually tell him King Vaughn. But before court or whatever, he retracted his statement because I guess he found a loophole that they weren't supposed to press him like that. And then King Vaughn was basically telling him, like, look, Warner's got to get out. So he took his statement back and he got stuck with the 28 years, you know, and King Vaughn was free. But had him not do that or have done that, yeah, King Vaughn, we would never do nothing about him. King Vaughn would have been sitting with a 30 piece, but still alive. Which one you wanted to do? Like, yeah, do your time, and I don't know. I believe King Von would love it the way it is because he was a goon and did his thing. So for him to leave home or leave behind a legacy at least versus sitting there at 30, he wouldn't have had no rap career, y'all, getting out after 30 years. It just wouldn't have ever happened. You know what I'm saying? So we wouldn't know who King Von was if Buddy basically didn't retract his statement and free the man. And it's so crazy. Like I said, he's from Old Block and Wooski originally, yeah, really from there too. That's his little brother. But Wooski chose the 63rd side. And of course, Wooski got hit by the O Block members at a funeral while Big Mike locked up. It's just a whole lesson. This this Chicago stuff is so crazy, but it's like a movie, and I guess we love watching it. Hate to see all the souls had to lose their life behind this ish, but Big Mike is definitely one who, yeah, did 10 years off of 28. Um, it was something like I was saying. He retracted a statement and sat with 28, but I guess his lawyer proved that it was illegal how they questioned him or something like that. So he wanted to put an appeal in, and he's home now. When everybody thought he had 28, and he's yeah, first stop was DJU. But just check out these clips. He basically, like I said, talking about um, King Von making a song about him. Him and King Von, him teaching King Von everything you know. What else? About the Wooski situation, about how it was and who did he choose, which he chose his brother Wooski, and several other things. But I'm gonna let y'all see that right now. But I ain't watching it with y'all. I got to put the clip together. But yeah, here it goes. Right here, right now. Oh wow. Pump your brakes. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. That's the like button. Also hit that notification bell. That way you get notifications from me every time I drop this hot-ish off the press. Now here we go. Oh,
So let's talk about the elephant in the room when it comes to your story.
Right.
And that's the night Malcolm Stuckey was killed.
Right.
May 29th, 2014.
I don't know nothing about dates.
Okay. On 57th in the South?
That's what they say.
Okay.
That's what they say.
Okay, so speaking upon Malcolm Stuckey, was he an innocent bystander the way the news made him out to be, or was he like a rival gang member?
I mean, shit, he was banging, but you know, some niggas be having one foot in the streets, one foot out the street.
Okay.
Like you got the porch, you got the sidewalk, then you got the streets. He should have stayed his ass on the porch. You know what I'm saying? You hanging with niggas and shit like that. And shit be happening, man. It's ugly out here. Yeah. You gotta be on point all the time. And you gotta watch what you say to niggas, like, cause you gonna play that role like you tough or something like that. Shit, what you expect?
So can you tell us what happened on that day?
I really don't want to go too much in it. I don't want the fear to try to pick this shit up and try to give, but you know what I'm saying, some shit.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, cause I don't want the fear to try to give me for that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, the state can't pick it up no more, but the feds can.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To try to indict me on that shit, but basically, you know, a nigga ended up losing his life, shit. You feel me?
Okay.
Me and bro got charged with the murder and shit. And, you know.
Okay. Now, the reason why, you know, we all interested in this story is because no one has ever been able to, like, tell us a story about going on a drill with King Von. You know what I'm saying? And when we read through the reports, we read that King Von was, like, really on that. You feel me? It's reported that he had, not only was Malcolm Stuckey shot, but there's a couple other guys that were shot during that time.
They were.
One of them got shot in the face. He survived. So when we listen to King Von songs and we listen to these interviews and, you know, we gather all these different type of reactions about him, with you know, being his right-hand man at one point, right. Is it safe to say King Von was really like that?
Yeah, everybody and their mama know that boy was really like that. Anybody that tried to downplay it is a motherfucking lie. Like, truly, like, the shit he be talking about in them songs, he really was doing that shit, man. Like, a lot of these rappers out here right now, I ain't gonna put no names on them, but a lot of these niggas, they know who the fuck they is. A lot of these niggas from this city that rap about that shit.
Yeah.
They not doing none of that shit they rapping about. I can honestly say he one of the most genuine rappers, you know what I'm saying? Cause I listen to his shit, you know what I'm saying? He's one of the most genuine rappers. Shit, he talk about shit that he really was doing. And I know he was doing it because I was there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I watched him. Mm-hmm. You know, I watched who he became, watched what he was doing and shit like that. Like, that nigga really was doing that shit he was talking about in them songs. These other niggas, they fly, and that's all cap. Yeah. Real cap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about, I seen some shit, y'all talking about who in the top 5 type shit. Like, niggas who they put in that top 5, maybe, you know, like, they just got a name, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Cause they beat murders and shit. Everybody thinking like, oh yeah, he was that. Right. No, he wasn't.
You talking about top 5 rappers or what?
Top 5 killers in Chicago. I seen some shit on Instagram and shit.
Right.
And when I was looking at it, I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Dude, that's a fucking donkey.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, you know, since we can't talk about what happened that night because the feds, you know, might pick it up. Because you already did your time for this crime, right?
But that state, you know what I'm saying? Like the feds, how they work, I don't want them to wrestle me into no RICO with them niggas because I ain't involved with none of that shit no more. I'm a civilian.
Now, we moving forward. What I want to ask next is like, you got arrested for this a couple months later after it happened?
Yeah, it was like, May, June, July. I got arrested in July.
Right. How did they wrap you up? How did they come? What made them come get you?
So whole time, I ain't gonna put nobody's names out there or whatever. But whole time, you know what I'm saying, I was dealing with this little bitch who was connected to bro. And she had called my phone and shit. I was put up somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Cause, was doing too much shit out there in the hood and shit. So I like to go be able to just chill and not have to worry about shit like how I do when I'm in the hood. So I was chilling, you know what I'm saying, at one of my little ladies' cribs or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, the little bitch had called me and shit, and she was like, what you doing? I'm like, shit, what's up? She like, man, I just left the police station. I'm like, what you mean you just left the police station? She like, shit, they just showed me a picture, and shit, and it was talking about you was involved with a murder on 57 of the South. So I'm like, what the fuck you mean they showed you a picture of me and told you that I was involved in a murder? Like, these fucking police out here really don't know me like that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she like, well, they got a picture of you leaving the scene of the crime. Whole time in my mind, I'm knowing ain't no cameras over there. So how the fuck you got me leaving the scene of the crime? So I was like, man, they ain't got me. That's somebody else. I don't know who the y'all talking about. So she like, I just wanted to let you know, your name got brought up and shit. I'm like, my name got brought up. That means somebody brought up my name. Like, somebody telling lies. So at this point, I'm knowing what's going on. She sitting in the police station and got me on speakerphone and, the detectives and shit right there and shit. So I was like, man, I ain't did shit. I don't know shit, man. I don't know what you're talking about. And I hung up. Feel me? And then she called me from a different number. From one of them little apps or whatever where you can call people and it's another number pop up and shit. Mm-hmm. She called me from that number. She was talking about some, yeah, I'm glad you ain't say nothing. You walk it down, but they were trying to get me to get you to implicate yourself and shit like that. And I'm like, shit, how they even know my name, bro? Like, how my name even come up, period. You feel me? And she was like, I don't know who out the band. I'm like, so why you in the police station? How they even know about you? You feel me? And I'm like, yeah, you gave my name up. And I hung up on, that's really how I got wrapped up in the situation. You feel me? Because she gave up my name and shit. And then, a few more people that was connected to the nigga gave up my name. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit felt like a setup from the jump.
Okay.
Because he was already booked. You feel me? On unrelated charges. But it was like, why all of y'all say my name for? Like, and y'all try to downplay it and shit too. Like, what the f? So then I'm thinking like, man, this all his people, like they trying to make it seem like it was me. Oh, I know what they doing. They trying to get him off. Put all the weight on me, get him off. So I could take the rap for this shit. That's what they was doing though.
Okay. So
I peeped it before that, why it was going on and shit. Especially when the lawyers came and started showing me them recording and shit. I'm like, yeah, look at his bitch ass up there. Like, yeah, he wasn't gonna say nothing about none of his people though. He feel these people that's related to him,
So you felt like it was so you felt like it was people telling on you in regards to the murder. So that's what led you to telling on King Von?
It wasn't even that. It like niggas steady saying like I told on him. Mm-hmm. Like everybody needs to just dial that back a little bit. Like you gotta know like what me and bro talked about, what we was on and shit like that. Like he wanted to choose his own path. By me knowing what I was up against and shit, I was choosing my own path. You feel me? Like, yeah, I shot them bitch ass niggas. You feel me? They shot at me first type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't on that. You know what I'm saying? So it came like, it was a riff at first. But then it was like, this what we on. You know what I'm saying? This what me and him talked about. Right. All that shit other motherfuckers talking about and shit like that. Like y'all see what I didn't put in my appeal. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Y'all see what I put in my appeal. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't got my discovery. Y'all don't got none of the shit that was going on. Y'all don't got none of shorty them statement. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't got none of that shit. So it's like I put what I wanted to put in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I took bits and pieces and said certain shit, which I really ain't even really do my appeal. I paid a nigga in the joint to do it. You know, like 500. I think I gave him 500-600 or some shit like that. Shit, wifey paid for that shit, but paid the nigga and, you know, he filed the appeal and shit like that. But the shit that he was putting in there was like making sense and shit. Like, I ain't do that shit. Dude did that shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It was even better that, you know, I don't like speaking on dead niggas, but it was even better that shit. He was deceased. You know what I'm saying? For me to be able to get back. Cause soon as he died, that's when my shit came right through. Like, they like, all right, we gonna go ahead and we gonna grant this shit. But at the same time, like, people don't even understand, like, the shit, like, me and bro was talking about, the shit me and bro was doing, the shit we was plotting, shit like that. Like, I was plotting my own little lane, you feel me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I popped dude ass, you know what I'm saying? I smoked dude ass, but they shot at me first type shit. And he ain't like that shit, you know what I'm saying? And then when the song came out from Lil Bro, that's when it really got hectic. You know what
Why
I'm saying?
he told?
Huh?
Why he told?
No, I ain't talking about that.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? That's when he got out. I'm talking about when we was still booked. You know what I'm saying? But Why He Told is a hit. I actually like that song.
So what song you talking about?
I'm talking about when Wooski dropped Computer.
Oh, okay.
So it caused like a rift between me and the hood and shit. So now, basically everybody was looking for a way to oust me from the hood because I was a household name on that block. Mm-hmm. So in order for you to get my brother, you gotta outcast me. So that's when, you know, he got out and all that shit started coming out. You know what I'm saying? I told him and shit. I ain't get no fuck about none of that shit.
So let me ask you this though. I know I just heard you talking about the appeal, but you had already kind of like gave statements even like in the interrogation, right, interview room, right, in the beginning.
Right. This is what it was. Once I got presented with what was going on and what it was, I knew the best way for me to get up out that. Well, I didn't know. I thought the best way for me to get up out that shit was just telling my shit. Them niggas shot at me first. That's what happened type shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And basically shit, one thing led to another shit, and it was over with.
So how was your jail time? You know, did the COs or other inmates give you troubles? You know, knowing
who, me?
Yeah.
Man, you better stop playing, man. I was in Division 9 the whole time I was in Cook County Jail. Like any nigga will tell you, ain't no nigga play with me. Don't nobody play with me. Like everybody thought I was gonna be gone. This what's going on right now, man. Everybody thought I was gonna be gone. I was going through all that time. I came home, I was gonna be an old man. So I wasn't gonna be able to do shit. But now that I'm home, niggas scared. Because they know how I am. Like you was playing with me, you was saying little shit, y'all was doing little shit to my little brother and shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was getting into shootouts or whatever. But now it's like, y'all thought I wasn't gonna come home? Fucking goofies. But at the same time, I didn't even think I was gonna come home with those shit. I was content with my 28 years.
I was gonna say, you was looking at 28.
I was content with that shit, you feel me? I wasn't one of them niggas, I wasn't in there crying, you feel me? It took, you know, my lady to come back in my life and shit, and she, you know what I'm saying, she gave me that little extra push that I needed, and I started fighting hard for that shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But in Cook County Jail, like I never once hear, like I was literally beating the fuck out them niggas in there. Every single day. Everybody ran to me. Niggas who like Vaughn, he'll fight anybody. I'm not saying that he would. But niggas who was bigger than him, he was gonna come get me. In that county jail. I ain't never been a PC nigga. None of that shit. I wasn't hiding from no niggas. None of that shit. I was in there f***ing them niggas up, man. Going crazy. Ain't nobody play with me, man. On the streets, niggas wasn't even playing with me. So why would they play with me in Division 9? I was in the trenches in that bitch. Knives everywhere. I'd have been around them. Ain't nobody never not once played with me, bro. Mm-hmm. Not once.
So can you tell us, like, how did the climate change when you was in jail and King Von had got out and blew up to be a superstar rapper?
Well, it really ain't changed for me. Like, I mean, it changed because you had a lot of fan niggas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, oh yeah, King Von, yo rappy, bro. Oh yeah, y'all hot now and all this. I'm just looking at one thing I hate, man. I hate a dick rider, bro.
Right.
Like I hate fan niggas, you know what I'm saying? Fan females, that's different. But if you a fan nigga, like you could be a fan nigga. But like when you like overly excited, like you just going over crazy and shit like a woman, like be cool, man. Your ass tweaking, like watch out. You know what I'm saying? But when I started hearing about it and shit, you know what I'm saying, I usually just be like, yeah, he went out there and got hot. Like, that little nigga went crazy when he went home, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was hearing the music and shit like, yeah, it's busting, you know what I'm saying? He doing this thing. And at this time, before Why He Told and all that shit came out, I was still talking to the nigga.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I used to call this man, I swear to God, bro, every fucking day when he got out. Every day, bro. Like, every day. From when he was out in Iowa doing this thing, before he started doing music, from when he first started going to the A and kicking it with Lil Durk and shit, you know what I'm saying? I used to talk to this man all the fucking time, bro. Like, all the time.
Yeah. Since we mentioned this song a couple times, I just want to ask about it, the song Why He Told.
Right. That's a cold ass song.
That song about you?
It is.
Okay.
It is. Everybody know that. You know, he put it out there. He, you know, made a song about it. It's hot. You know what I'm saying?
It's a real thought out, wrote out song. Like you could tell he was in his feelings about
he
the
was
song.
hurt. He was in his feelings and shit. And, you know, I was one of the I still am. I was one of the niggas that, you know, he looked up to and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he learned all this shit from me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was teaching them niggas and shit. So, you know, the route that I decided to take and shit like that, he didn't, you know, fuck with it and shit. And it was the easy way for him to get money anyway. So if he go at Wooski and he go at his big brother, you know, he gonna get hot. Everybody know how Von got hot. He got hot by talking about my brother and talking about me.
Yeah, he definitely had a lot of, it's a lot of diss lines about yourself. It's a lot of diss lines about your brother.
Right. So all that shit, everybody want to hear that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who don't want to hear about people that dissing Wooski? You know what I'm saying? And then nigga, who dissing his big brother? You feel me? Yeah. So it's like, of course you gonna get hot off that. And shit, he talented. I'll get to the nigga.
So when you say Why He Told it's a hot song, you sound like you like it. Like what was your reaction when you first heard it?
It was like when I first heard it, I heard a little snippet while I was locked up and shit. Mm-hmm. Listening to it and shit. And at first, I ain't hear the whole song, so I'm like, man, that song ain't about me. I'm like, yeah, he went crazy on that little pod that I heard and shit. And then when I came home and shit, you know what I'm saying? I was just going through it, you know. Basically, I was doing my homework. You know, I've been doing my homework on niggas, the songs, the music, whatever like that. But I had came across the song and shit, and I started listening to it and shit. So I was like, yeah,
it's definitely about me, right?
He spazzed on this song. This fucking song definitely about me type shit. You know what I'm saying? So my OG man was listening to it and shit like that. You know, bro was listening to it and shit. And everybody like, yeah, that's a raw ass song. But he talking about your ass. And I ain't get mad like people thought I was gonna get mad. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thought that I was gonna bug up. I seen all the YouTube. Oh yeah, Big Mike finna come home and be with Wooski now. He finna be STL. Big Mike finna come home. Y'all know he a loose cannon. He finna go shoot Parkway up. The Big Mike this, the Big Mike that.
Right.
Like, keep talking about it. Keep saying my name. That's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
Well, now that you met Big Mike, I know y'all probably heard of him if you in the Chirac drill, yeah. Mind state that love this type of ish. Yeah. That's him. That's his story. He basically saying he's standing on all 10, you know, even though he snitched. I bet you won't say it in his face. Nah, he didn't say that, but so many words. In so many words, he's saying, yeah, he was the one really out there shaking and moving. A lot of people surprised he told, even King Von. But he did, and he retracted it. Like I said, his statement, or him retracting his statement, freed King Von, that made King Von a superstar. But King Von still sadly lost his life. Sadly lost his life. So it wasn't no win for King Von. Either he would have sat in and did 30 and still been living and then had no career, or came or which he did, came out, had a career. You know what I mean? And even now, like, yeah, even now it's like, okay, if he didn't get killed, like he would have been, yeah, probably on this FBG Duck case, a lot of people saying, or other cases is popping up. King Von did it, King Von did it. But you know, that's just how it go, y'all. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, how y'all feel about this. Yeah, y'all think he's still a snitch, even though he retracted his statement? And now I'm gonna do something on it later. Somebody else saying he told on more people than King Von. Yeah, but we'll figure it out, y'all. But just right now, it's enough for you to digest. Like I say, talk to me in the comments, but talk to me respectfully. Cause I curse a bitch out and I'm going out hard. The same way I came in. My bearded dragon said, send some cash out so he can eat good like he eat every day. Yeah. Send some cash apps. What's your cash app? $sign IAMSUPAKOOL. Don't y'all want to see his beard grow? Look how he looking around. Look. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm trying to get you some money. Where's turd at the new one? Look how big his turd is though, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. Show some love for the bearded dragon. He trying to get a bigger tank. Wow.